for a story that many of you have been following behind the scenes. Sergio Brown, former NFL player who was accused in the capital M word, unaliving, of his mother. He was arrested, he fled. He was then caught in Mexico, and I am happy to announce that he has been extradited to the United States of America so that he can face his justice. Now, I have only been listening to this story casually behind the scenes, so we're going to play another video in this one, right? Where we're going to get the details that we can about this story. We're going to be looking at some video footage. I'm waiting for the text notification to go out so that we can, let me see if I can get, because this just happened. This just happened. And I'm like, okay, look, I need to let you all know that he's been caught. So we're going to go into all of the details. We're going to watch the Plainest Jane's video. She did a 14-minute video on that. And we're going to take that and we're going to watch her reporting on it because I trust her information gathering skills. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come in quickly. Come in quickly. Come in quickly. Hi, Tonya D. You're the first one here. I am trying to get, because this just happened. I don't know if you know about this story, but he was wanted for questioning in connection with what happened with his mother. And so thank you for coming in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in because this is happening right now. I'm trying to get the thumbnail up because he has been caught. He's on the airplane fighting people, trying to get off of that plane because he's being brought back to the United States to face justice. Sir, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me get this thumbnail up right now. Cuz this is unbelievable and I'm happy that he's been caught. The notification just went out. Let me get this thumbnail together because this to me is, I'm happy that justice, especially when it comes to Mexico, because you know, with the whole Shanquella thing and a lot of things that have been happening. Hold on, let's get this up. Let me get this here. You know what? My heart is racing because I'm just so happy that he's been caught. I'm so happy he's been caught because it's like, you know, you go down into Mexico and apparently Mexico has extradition laws with the United States, but it's not the other way around. Why is it that Shanquella's killers are not being brought to justice? Let me just get this broadcast set up real quick because yeah, welcome in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to jump into the story right now. I came live before I had everything ready because I wanted to give you all a moment to be able to come in and get here in enough time. So yeah, so he's on the plane fighting people. He's on the plane fighting people. Save this photo here. Save. And then let me come to YouTube. Wow, this is just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. This is not where I want to be. I want to be in a different, open in a new tab. That only opened up the picture. Open a new tab. Oh, come on in, everybody. Come on in. This is on the wrong channel. Switch accounts. Tonya TKO show. Go into the studio. Oh my goodness. For those of you who don't know, his mother, beautiful Black woman, 73 or 76, one of those. And they found her body in a river, in the lake outside. We'll get into all of the details. But I want to show you him getting extradited because I want you to see how he's trying to fight these men. And the thing about it is that those Mexican officers, like, he was throwing them hard NFL training punches at them. But this Mexican officer was so determined to make sure that his behind stayed on that plane. Here. Oh man. Okay. The photo is small. I'm just gonna go with that because um here. Let's get Let's get this on done. All right, listen. My gracious. Okay. Okay, here. All right. The thumbnail has been updated. There. Let's go ahead and get live on every platform. This is crazy. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you all getting here early and on time. Let me turn this down just a little bit. All right. Let's get live on every platform. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube. Let me get this thing up on the screen real quick, because this is what we're talking about here, right here. Sergio Brown has been apprehended by the Mexican authorities, and he has been extradited back into the United States. I have footage which is being sent from CBS by the way of the New York Post, which is showing him boxing and fighting his way, trying to get off of that plane, claiming to be kidnapped, just doing whatever it is that he feels possible to not have to face the charges for the justice that is served and owed to his mother. So without further ado, for those of you who are not familiar with the case, have no fear. Have no fear. We're going to watch a video giving the details about what happened behind the scenes. So basically, his mother turned up dead, and he was I don't even know if he was a suspect at first, but then he fled. And then when they caught up with him, he was acting weird and bizarre. But now he's been apprehended. Let's get it.
I'll be going to Tijuana.
Hold on. I gotta get the volume in the right, I gotta get the sound in the right speaker. Give me here. I'm glad that they got him. I'm glad here. You cannot escape the long arm of the law. Oh, what's going on? Uh-oh, listen, he's fighting. He's punching them. I don't know if I can show the punches on YouTube. But let's go forward.
Let me go!
So Sergio Brown was captured in a shocking video scuffling with Mexican authorities aboard an airplane on October 8th. Here we go. In a clip revealing how much he resisted being extradited to the United States to face charges for the murder of his mother. You're annoying to keep messing up the vid. Let me help you learn how it's not going to be annoying for you. There. Now you don't have to worry about the video stopping, because you've been stopped. All right, let's continue going forward. Passenger Michelle Williams kept calmly filming the disturbance scene as Brown could be heard screaming, "This is kidnapping," and pleading for cameras.
This is kidnapping! Cameras, please!
This is his beautiful mother right here. Sergio Brown's mother, Myrtle Brown, 73, was found unalived in a creek on September 16th, close to her home, which she shared with her son. I don't even know what to say. Somebody says his mother was 100 pounds. She's a very thin woman. Brown will face charges of capital M word in the first degree and is currently being held in a downtown San Diego jail without bail, according to CBS 8. So this is him right there. And so that was being reported by the New York Post. I'm going to jump to the plaintiff Jane's video, and we're going to watch some of that right now so we can get some background details on what happened in this story and how all of this went down. So for those of you who don't know, the plaintiff Jane, go check that out. Go check out her page. Let's see here. Let me search on her page for the word. This is her page right here. So go check out the plaintiff Jane. Support Black female content creators, even creators who have different points of view. Support, watch, and see who has the information that you like in the way that you like it. Let's see, Sergio. Let's search for the word Sergio on this page. It shows up 5 times. Let's search, 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 search. Here we go. All right, here. Oh man. All right. Give me just 1 second. I'm trying, there's so much on the page. Krishan, Krishan has broken my heart. I don't even know what to say. Anthony, let's see, syrup. Here, we'll go to this video and take a look at this.
73-year-old mom, both of which went missing on the same day. Now, it was September the 16th when family reached out to local law enforcement to inform them that they couldn't get in contact with Sergio or his mom.
Let's go back a
September
little
the
bit.
6th,
Hold
which
on,
with
hold on.
eerie stories surround serving
Hold
the
on.
form of Black news and celebrity updates. Now, I've been covering this extremely eerie story surrounding ex-NFL player Sergio Brown and his 73-year-old mom, both of which went missing on the same day. Now, it was September the 16th when family reached out to local law enforcement.
You know what? Let's go back to September because I want to get the earlier videos on this. So let's scroll back through her videos through September and see where we can find, why does it say 10 months ago, 7 months ago? What? Oh, maybe it's in the live section. You know, YouTube split those things up. So let's go back 2 months ago. Where this is Funky Geneva. So where is that? I don't see the original video. We're only in October now. So I don't see the original video that she covered. Let me do YouTube took a, let's see. Let's search Sergio, Sergio. All right, here we go. Oh, it's inside of a longer video. All right. So then let's do this. Let's watch the updated one then. All right.
Enforcement to inform them that they couldn't get in contact with Sergio or his mom, both of whom lived together. So I want you to take a quick look. There's not a lot of information here, but this is a press release that came from local law enforcement, just letting the public know, hey, we were alerted that both of these people are missing, and this is an ongoing investigation. So again, there's not a lot of information that we're really getting from law enforcement. It seems that whatever progress they are or are not making regarding this case, they're keeping the information close to the chest. But I wanted to give you an update about how Sergio Brown is still seemingly in Mexico making jokes about his disappearance and new strange videos amid his mom's unaliving. Okay. I told you they both went missing around about September the 16th. But since then, she has been found unalived and foul play is suspected. What makes this story even more eerie is the last time that Sergio was seen in the country, he was seen taking out the trash and burning nearly all of his mother's clothes. Now, this was captured via a neighbor's Ring doorbell camera. All right. Now, Sergio's brother and other family members are begging for Sergio to come home and to help them piece together exactly what happened with his mother. If you're not all caught up on exactly where we are with this case, I do recommend you check out the previous video. I'll link it here in the description box and I'll pin it to the top of the comments.
Okay, perfect. She said it's going to be pinned to the top of the comments. Catch up on my initial reporting here. But I wonder, see, I think this is, let me open this in a new tab. Let me open it in a new tab and see. All right, so yeah, so this is a longer video. So oh, it looks like it's, look, she be on it. Look at this. She got the timestamps in here. Doggone, I love you, girl. Thank you. I can learn something
video
from
is
this.
broadcasting live, and thank you for being my studio audience. Thank you for hitting thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more Black news, celebrity entertainment, and a splash of controversy.
Okay, so let's jump into this story that really kind of had me baffled, although I can't say I'm surprised at this story and how it's turning out, because something just didn't seem right from the beginning. And to be quite frank, to be completely frank with you, it seemed as though law enforcement and maybe even surrounding families, they suspected foul play when it came to this story. So put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard about this story of this missing Black man. Okay, this missing put a 1 in the chat if you heard about this story of this missing. Foul play is suspected. Let's get into this missing persons poster, just so that y'all know it's real. It wasn't just something that the internet made up. I guess you could call this a Kelly Price situation, baby child. I don't know. But this is his legitimate missing persons poster. So this is something that a lot of people were concerned of for one of two things. Foul play is suspected, right? And a lot of people were thinking, well, is there a serial unaliver on the loose? Is he going to be next to pop up unalive? Or when you talk to the neighbors and the close family that live in the vicinity of him and his mom, they say he kind of just hasn't been in his right mind lately. He was seen taking out the trash and burning all of his mother's clothes, and that was the last time that they saw him.
If that
this
ain't
all
a
captured
telltale
on a close neighbor's doorbell ring camera. So there's some really eerie things going on to this, and I really want to.
Hey, the plainest Jane is in the house. Girl, did you see the footage of him fighting these people on the plane? We're watching your video right now. Let me know if you can call in, if you have any updates. If you can call in, let me know in the chat, because I want to hear what latest you've heard about it, because, you know, I don't typically cover unaliving stories because they disturb my spirit so much. So I'm using yours to catch people up on what's going on.
Peel back some of these,
if you're what do you call you call syrup sweeties, whatever plainest James, if you are a syrup, throw up your pancakes, knockouts and syrupers, or whatever. What are you all called? Throw up your pancakes if you're a plainest Jane
the layers of the
follower.
onion. So we're going to get into the brother's heartfelt post on Facebook in a second. But first, I want to show you some of these news clips just so that you can get a better grasp or an understanding for exactly what is going on here. Okay. And then Sergio has actually spoken out. So like I said, has he been found? Yes, kind of, sort of, technically a little bit. But he also has some interesting things to say about his suspicions and theories about why things have turned out this way. So thank y'all for supporting the stream in any way possible. Let's get into these news clips. Please make sure you hit thumbs up on the video. It's free, right? You don't have to donate to the Cash App. Anything you do to support the stream, thumbs up, subscribe, is very greatly appreciated.
Hey, look at all these pancakes in the house.
So let's get into this.
All right.
News at 10 o'clock out of Maywood. A search for two missing people has now turned into a homicide investigation for one of them. Family members called police for help when they couldn't get in contact with 73-year-old Myrtle Brown or her son, former NFL player 35-year-old Sergio Brown, earlier today. Investigating officers discovered Myrtle Brown's body near a creek behind her home in the western suburb. Her son Sergio is still missing. Detectives detectives are asking anyone with information on this case to call Maywood.
Her family came and knocked on the door and was looking for her because they put out a police report because she was missing for 72 hours. Like I said, I would never expected this in a million years.
A former NFL player, Sergio Brown, who loved ones say they have not heard from. Now, earlier today, we talked to Sheila Simmons, who is the sister of Myrtle Simmons Brown, and she told us that she last talked to Myrtle on Thursday. She says early this morning around 3 a.m., she got a call that Myrtle and her nephew, former NFL player Sergio Brown, were missing. Sheila says she came to her sister and nephew's house in Maywood and noticed things around the house were out of the ordinary. Sheila says she and police searched the creek behind the house and initially didn't find anything. But later in the day, she and family members went back to search and discovered her sister's body in the creek.
This man.
But we're going to find out what happened, because it's not unnormal for my sister to just not answer her phone, don't respond to text messages. People been reaching out to her since Friday. No one was able to reach her, and now I got the call, like I said, this morning saying that she's missing. So immediately I came out here, and now I find out that my sister's dead.
Wow.
And of course, this family is devastated. When we last talked to them, they say they had not heard from Sergio. Loved ones also say that Myrtle had just celebrated her 73rd birthday recently on September the 8th. As more details in this investigation become available, we'll bring them to you. Reporting live tonight in Melrose Park,
People out
Jewel
here
Hillary,
sick.
WGN.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain Jane.
So this is very strange. And as I stated previously, foul play has been suspected here, right? Not to rush to judgment, because who wants to, rush to blame a black man? Especially, again, we have to keep in mind, and I'm not making excuses. I'm not. However, I will say that sometimes you have to remember with a lot of these black athletes, CTE and that constant trauma, body trauma, head trauma, whatever trauma to the head, they be having some issues. And I really feel like things need to be rearranged in the NFL and in a lot of these sports, right? Because it's not just football, right? It's even basketball. It's hard on the knees. It's hard in the legs. Tell Mike Tyson, we know he had his head knocked up so many times. I'm surprised he's kind of simmered down.
Really, Jane? Really? Concussion? Well, there are people who were concussed a week ago, and now they pussy popping on the handstand in the strip club. So I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to mind my business because, people do act strange after traumatic brain injuries. So you're right about that.
It's actually quite eerie. It's quite eerie. And how the family feels about it, because it outlines exactly what was going on in the days leading up to in the days following the last time. This is the article, because it really outlines some chilling facts about this case. It really does. So, okay.
And listen, support her channel. Go and watch the full video over there. And she has a lot of other videos I showed you where you can stay up on current news.
She was found unresponsive near a creek behind her home as officers searched for her and her son, who formerly played for the Buffalo Bills. The medical examiner's office said by email Sunday night that she was unalived by, quote, multiple injuries due to assault, end quote.
Oh my God.
Family members who said they couldn't find or contact the two reported them missing on Saturday. And officers launched a search, but it wasn't until the second round that his mother was found in the creek. Now, the statement characterized the police probe as a homicide investigation without saying what led detectives to said determination. And currently, the police department is attempting to locate Sergio Brown. All right. Now, he played in 2016. No. Where's the article I had earlier that had the neighbor actually outlining
Let's see. Let's go
No, in a
forward
million
here.
years. You only watch this on TV. And to know this happened next door is a tragedy. While police continue searching for Sergio, neighbors are assisting with a timeline. And this neighbor tells CBS 2 that he last saw the two on Thursday in person. And on his Ring doorbell, he saw something else. He says,
Mm,
quote, they seen him taking out the trash and they
mm.
seen him have a bonfire where he burned all of her clothes.
If that ain't suspicious, I don't know what is.
Now, if that doesn't seem strange, that's strange. That's strange.
So, Jane, the number is 323-488-3149. Do you want to call in now or can we watch some more? Let me know if you want it now or let me know because I'm getting the details from here.
Very strange. Okay. And so they said, now this is another thing that led me to believe, what if he snapped? What if he had some type of mental or psychotic break? And this is what happened. And again, CTE or any of the injuries he, incurred while he was in the NFL.
I love that you're so fair and balanced because we've seen from the Mendez brothers, we've seen that there are children out there who do not respect their parents' lives and they take their frustrations, their spoiledness, all types of things out on their parents.
Could have possibly led to that. But
she said she want to call in now. All right, let's get the phone lines up. Let's see. 323-488-3149. Give me 1 second. Where is my... Give me 1 second. I have to pull the phone lines. Oh, here it is. It's down at the bottom of the screen. They changed this mouse thing so that you can't even grab the browsers anymore. Come on. What the freaking frack? Come on. It's not letting me grab the browser. Let me move this over. Wow. All right. I just have to put this over here and all right. Phone lines are open right now, 323-488-3149. Jane, please call so that we can hear if you have new information or something that needs to be added right now because this is pure craziness right here. 323-488-3149.
The wireless customer...
All right. Okay. We're butting up against each other. I'm trying to call you back. So simmer for 1 moment. Let me call back because it seems like the browser is not allowing the call to come through. So I'm going to call you back right now and see. Man.
Hello.
Yes, hi. You're on the air live with Tonya. Is this the plaintiff Jane?
Yes, it is.
Hi, welcome onto the air. So we were just watching your reporting of this. So you wanted to call in. Did you have new information? What's going on?
Well, yes, there is some new information about the
Actually,
airplane.
can you jump on the Zoom?
Say it again.
Can you jump on video?
I have Noxema on my face right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the middle of my skincare routine.
I
but
see. Go ahead.
there, he has been caught, but I just wanted to clarify, right? Because two things can be true at once. So I know some people feel like I'm making excuses. And like I said, two things are true at once. He may be suffering from something, but he's not that thrilled off that he didn't have enough sense to flee to Mexico. So I still feel like, yeah, he can be suffering from some mental health. Something's not right in his mind, I feel. But he had enough sense to leave, which means this was intentional. And he tried to either cover it up and or flee. So I feel like he still needs to be held accountable and thrown under the jail. And he's a very aggressive person, as we could see in the footage, which I'm not sure if you've gotten to it yet, but he comes off as very aggressive and out of his rabbit mind. He really does.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he's been partying ever since then.
He's been partying. You know what? We haven't gotten to that yet. I've been kind of avoiding the footage and stuff of this because my heart and stuff, especially while I'm trying to work on doing all the things. Because like when I listen to stories like this, sometimes I just feel so tired. I just have to lay down. So I've been kind of just getting the information secondhand. So we're watching it for the first time here. Well, I appreciate you adding that context. I'm going to play a little bit more of the video.
He's still going to need to be held accountable for this if he's guilty, right? So the neighbor goes on to say he wasn't himself the last few months. He was out of his mind. He adds, while police have been called to the home before, he hopes Saturday was the final time he'll see police lights and crime scene tape. The neighbor continues and says, I just hope that the family has closure and I'll be praying for them. I hope the family gets through this and I'll keep them in my mind and prayers. So, like I said, the brother did release a statement on Facebook, which is what this article is talking about now. And we're going to read that in just a second.
Is there a particular point that we should jump to in this video so that we can get the full context, or should we just jump to the updated video?
I feel like the video of him really I'm trying to think. There was a Finding Nemo update, which sounds crazy, right? He had released this video on his on his Instagram page.
Is it in this one, or is it in your update video? Is it in this video that you did, or another video?
The Finding Nemo one is in the 6-minute update video.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to
or
that.
Or is it the 14-minute?
Let me go to that. That's an uploaded video, not a live, correct? Let me do a control find for the word Nemo. I don't see the word Nemo on here.
Well, I couldn't fit it in the title. However, in the 14-minute edited video, the timestamp is going to be 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Okay.
Or 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Okay, hold on.
Been with his mother. If you're not all caught up, that was strange in and of itself. But we're going to get into, he found out through social media, he was alerted through social media that his mother was indeed found lifeless, right? And it didn't really come off like a grieving son who was anxious to really understand exactly what happened. That was strange in and of itself. But we're going to get into the updates of this story. If you haven't already seen the missing persons poster, here is that, because he made over $6 million in his NFL career, which is pretty impressive. And even to this day, to date, he has a net worth of over $5 million.
Does he?
Now, a lot of people wonder, with all of that information, why was he living with his mom? That is unclear, but
Okay, I see what you're saying now in terms of mental health issues. So if he is wealthy and he's living with his mother, there could be some other things going on. I see what you're saying.
I have been able to find through my research that family and friends say that Sergio, he really just kind of hasn't been himself lately for quite some months, and that the police were called to the house a few times prior to them going missing. So unsure exactly what sort of issues were transpiring in the home, but this is where we are with the investigation. Without further ado, let's get into some of these weird videos. With this, again, Sergio is still presumed to be in Mexico. And here he's addressing his disappearance, but he's joking about his disappearance and constantly referencing the movie Finding Nemo. Let's take a look at this video, and thank you for hitting thumbs up on the video and share this video with someone who's invested and needs the updates on this story.
He crazy.
Doris.
Hold on. What the HE double hockey sticks? Okay, I see what you're saying. He acting crazy.
P. Sherman, 42, Wallaby Way, Sydney. Oh my gosh, I can't. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. What the fuck? Missing? They ain't never seen Finding Nemo. What the fuck is going on? This is traumatic. Lucky I know how to say a joke. You. What the fuck? Just keep swimming.
So
What the hell is this? Where did you get this? What the fuck?
I told you.
What?
I told you, and let me tell you, that background, because he's clearly in a bar. Well, people slowed it down, the natives in that area, and they did some searching, and they matched the sign, the background, the colors of that building to the actual bar that he was in to pinpoint down his location. So I shared that in the video too. He was in Mexico, and while he was still in Mexico, I guess he started seeing some of the social media talk about it. And he was like walking up and down the street where like palm trees and things were, but he was tagging Illinois. So again, this is why I say two things can be true at once. You trying to either throw off social media law enforcement or both by lying and saying you're back in the States when he was not back in the States, but he was tagging Illinois to throw them off. So yeah, he's got a little bit of sense. He might be thrown off, but he know how to do dirt.
Yeah, well, you know what? This is what I'll say, and I'll say this to everyone out there. If you have a person in your life that is a danger to themselves or other people, get the proper authorities involved so that they can get the care that they need, because you are not equipped to be able to deal with a person's psychotic break or their traumatic brain injuries or any number of things. If your amygdala, if your prefrontal cortex is damaged, it can make you aggressive. It can make you have less empathy. It can make you more prone to acting out and bursts of aggression. So you need to get the proper people involved, because this just doesn't make any sense. Oh no.
this is it is really strange, right? Some people are bringing mental health, or does he have CTE? He did do over 7 seasons in the NFL. Is he just inebriated here? It does seem, based on these surroundings, that he is at a bar. Matter of fact, it's been confirmed that he's at a bar, and we're going to get to that in just a second. Let's take one more look at this. And Stickies, I'm really curious to see what you think about his mental state and what's really going on with him. Let's take one more look.
Stickies, yes. That's what they're called.
P. Sherman, 42, Wallaby Way, Sydney. Oh my gosh, I can't. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What the fuck? Missing? Ain't no seen Finding Nemo? What the fuck is going on? This is...
Now, wait, Jane.
You ain't right. You ain't right.
Listen, I ain't supposed to. How did you stop yourself from laughing during this? Because this ain't right. It reminds me of that guy.
I had to get into news reporter mode. But that's crazy, because I'm a big fan of the Finding Nemo movie. I ain't gonna lie. And he's clearly seen it a lot of times. So remember P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, which is the dentist office where Nemo was taken to when they took him out to sea. I'm like, what? I mean, I remember it, but how he remember? And he comparing himself to Nemo, because Nemo was never lost.
What's the name of that guy who was on trial and he was acting stupid, and the judge was like, "Look, no one's buying this." What's that guy's name?
It's been a couple of them. I can't even keep up with them.
No, this one was just in the news. He was just black guy. He was like, "Oh," and he was acting stupid. He was acting stupid, and the judge was like, "No one is buying it." I gotta search for this. You all know who this is.
I think he might have been connected to the YSL.
Okay, yes.
And the Young Thug thing.
Okay, YSL Insanity. Let's see if I can find a video here. So look.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Wait, this is somebody else's video. I thought this was the real thing. This is somebody else.
You good? He's faking judge. He is? Yes. Well, I ain't Judge Mathis, and I don't play, so stop showing out.
People on the internet be doing the absolute most. People on the internet be doing the absolute most. I want to find.
Is that the one you were talking about, or you were talking about a different one?
Yes, that's the one. But no, I was talking about the real one, not the reenactment.
Oh,
not the reenactment, but here. So this is.
Yeah, it's a 14-second one that I just found.
I found it. So this is the real one here. This is the real one.
Good?
It's a show, Judge.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I ain't Judge Glamble, and I don't play, so stop showing out. All right, let's see. Mr. Jimenez, you want to tell your client to get a grip on himself?
What is he doing? Why is he acting like this? This is pure buffoonery. Like,
He
who is
he didn't even
believing that
practice
this is
his crazy
real?
act. His not even believable.
So you don't believe him, but you believe Sergio. Let's
So
play this again.
yeah, I do believe
Good.
Sergio was crazy and guilty, and he needs to do the rest of his life
It's
in
a show,
jail.
Judge.
Oh, it is? Okay, well, I ain't Judge Glamble, and I don't play, so stop showing out. All right, let's see. Mr. Jimenez, you want to tell your client to get a grip on himself?
What the hell is that foolishness? So this is what it's giving to me, because he's not doing it well. But Sergio seems like that Nemo act that he's putting up right now. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying that
I
Nemo
mean,
act.
I feel like you have to get to an extremely diabolical place to not only, what's really disheartening about this story? This beautiful woman, first of all, she didn't look 73. She
No,
looked
she really
amazing.
didn't. She did.
And to get to be 73 and to be taken out by your own son is crazy. And I
Yeah.
feel like you have to have had snapped in some way, shape, or form, although he needs to be held accountable. You have had to have snapped and reached something crazy in your mental space to employ you to beat your mom to death, drag her 100 yards from the house that y'all share, flee to Mexico, and just be partying after that. Like that, there's nothing remotely normal or just quote unquote acting crazy in court about that. Like I said, I do feel like something's wrong with him. However, throw him in a straitjacket and let him spend the rest of his days in there, because there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse.
Watch him start getting sober real quick when he in that prison, and Mr. I like man cheeks comes up behind him. Man ass.
I just wonder if the crazy is going to carry on in court, which I think it will, especially based on the video that surfaced today. I want to know how it's going to go in court.
We'll see.
I mean, there's so many stories some people reach that crazy place and then they're just calm in court. I covered a story a couple months ago of a woman that STAB'd her. I think the baby was like less than 2 years old.
Oh yeah.
And just was just over and over. The baby was long gone, and she showed, and there was clearly something wrong with that, because who can do that to their own child, an infant like that? And she showed up to court and she was just meek and just zoned out, very zoned out. So, mental illness presents itself in different ways in different people. Some people try to fake it and abuse it. But whether his is real or not, throw him under the jail, period.
Yeah, let's see some more.
It's dramatic. Lucky I know how to say a joke. What the fuck? Just keep swimming.
Yeah, no. I'm not buying it.
Certainly very strange, slightly off-putting, absolutely. Let's get into what TikTok was able to uncover as far as verifying his location. Let's take a look.
Wow.
TikTok did their thing, and we've got his location. That is the Musa Surf Bar in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. That's the neon light behind him in the video.
Wow.
So TikTok is full of nothing but social media investigators. So this was sent over to law enforcement. They received the tip and they were able to confirm that.
What else is in this video that we need to pay attention to?
Let me see if there's anything else that hasn't already been.
Because this right here, I don't even look. But that guy in the court, you could tell something was just too phony about that foolishness.
Yeah, he didn't even practice. He ain't dyed his hair different colors like the guy who shot, you supposed to pull it off better than that. That wasn't even it. He would have been better off faking and fainting or something like that. They do that.
Yeah.
But you know what I think? I did show the police taking a box later on in this video, I think around the 10-minute mark, the police, because they didn't give us any updates and we felt like they weren't really doing anything about it, which is strange because he's a high profile name. He's a Black man. Why didn't y'all rush or become expeditious? And really, they just ceased giving the public any updates, I think, because they wanted to close in on him. But around the 10-minute mark, I showed the police searching the home that he and his mother shared together. and coming out with a box full of things. Who knows what was in that box? I guess it might have
Okay.
been evidence to lead them
Oh, looks like
closer
there's
to
another
him.
video here. Okay, let's take a look at this. And you're right, he is tagging Maywood, Illinois at the top.
Oh my God. If
What is
I
this?
die, I'm a legend. It's too late for my city. I'm the youngest nigga rapping. Oh my God. Oh my God. Drake!
Yeah, so you see, so what is this right here? What was that video we just saw?
So that was him after his first series of videos where he was saying it was fake news. The FBI did it when he found out his mother was deceased
Oh,
over
do
the
you have
internet.
that video?
Yes, that video I believe is. I think that video is
In the first one, the
is
59-minute
in
one?
my I think it's in the first one. I'll search for the thing. But yeah, I think at this point he was trying to throw law enforcement off. But again, TikTok has been on it. Okay, Google Earth,
Okay.
Google Lens. People zoomed in and was like, that
Both
that
law enforcement
architecture, those trees, that's
Yeah,
not
good.
Illinois.
Good.
and social media off. And of course, it is extremely strange that he won't go back home and grieve with his family. So law enforcement conducted a search at the home that Sergio Brown did share with his mother. They were in there for nearly an hour. They came out with one white box. What's inside of the box is completely unclear, but they were in there for 1 hour. Now, I did see the day before yesterday, a family member asked the public just to say a special prayer.
Yeah, I feel you on that. All right, let me go back to the 59-minute video. Let me just first say that I really respect your work ethic, the script that you have up and your reporting. You deserve all of the kudos and accolades that you get, young lady.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so this is the video. What's the timestamp here?
Just a
Skimming through
second.
now.
So the police.
You know what? Let's take, while you're finding that timestamp, let's take a quick movement break. For those of you who saw my footage or the pictures that I put up today, I fell off a little bit over the past few weeks, but I put my picture up. I showed my belly and everything because this is not a game. Health is not a game. And I realized that life does not owe me fitness. Life doesn't owe me fitness. It doesn't owe you fitness either. It doesn't owe you riches. It doesn't owe you health. It doesn't owe you. You got to put in the work. When it comes to fitness, you have to do the work. So now we're going to take a movement break, and I want people to get up. All right, and we are back. I had to figure out my system behind the scenes because there's a way that I could take her mic off, but then I don't know how to get my mic to her because apparently you all could hear me. All right, we are back. I hope you all got a chance to stretch, to move, to do something so that the blood is not pooling around, gathering inside of your calves where it's difficult for your body muscles to pump the blood back up to your heart. So get up and move, stretch, do those things. All right. So we're back in the original video. You have that timestamp?
Yep, it's going to be 23 minutes.
All right, at 23. All right, here we go. All right, I see him. Whew, this is disturbing in so many ways.
An update.
Yep.
And Sergio has been, you know what? I wouldn't even say he was found. I would say he's been spotted, right? Sort of. And you know what? Let me play the clip first before I kind of share how I interpret it. Let's go ahead and let you listen to what he said. Pay attention to his surroundings, pay attention to the music in the background. But at this point, all of y'all have read the title. He is in Mexico. Okay.
Fake news. Fake news. It has to be the FBI that came into my house on Bob Marley's death day with the 511 Agent Gas unwarranted.
So he's blaming the FBI outright. It seems as though he's in defense mode as opposed to being in more of a grieving mode. You know what I mean? It's fake news. It's fake news. The FBI did it. But let's keep listening.
They kidnapped me twice from home, the Maywood Police Department, right? Chris Fuqua did it twice. Aaron Peppers was there the second time that it happened. It had to be the FBI or the Maywood police. I thought my mama was on vacation in Sinaloa. Fake news. Damn fake. She retired. If you want to come to me, the Maywood police got to give me money. FBI had to do it. They got the power to do it like that. What's going on? That's fake news. Don't with me.
What in the devil? What man? So he's claiming that this is
Child,
fake
let's
news.
listen to that one more time because he was saying a lot. Let's unpack it again.
News.
And do me a favor, as you listen to whatever may sound off or may be a red flag to you outside of the obvious red flag in the background here. There's literally a green flag and a red flag. What sounds suspicious to you? What are you drawing from this? Okay.
Fake news. Fake news. It has to be the FBI that came into my house on Bob Marley's death day with the 511 agent gas unwarranted. They kidnapped me twice from home, but maybe.
Yeah, no, this is bizarre. All right. Oh my goodness. Well. Jane, thank you for doing this excellent reporting. Thank you for doing
Oh,
this
no
excellent
problem.
reporting.
No
Because
problem.
this right here, I'm just glad that he was caught. I'm glad that he was apprehended and extradited back to the United States. I hope his mother gets justice. I hope his mother gets justice because, and you know what the thing about it is, just having a mental health issue is not the period. That's a comma. You staying on top of your medication, your rest, your health and wellness. That's the stuff that comes after the comma because you can end up hurting people that you care about by not taking care of yourself. Because even if you're feeling all right, you have to remind yourself that if you don't continue to take your medication, that even if you're like, okay, there's some people who are like, I don't want to be on medication for the rest of my life. There has to come a point in your journey of self-love that you realize that your body is unique to you. And the way that your body processes chemicals and the chemicals that it secretes is unique to you. And if you have to supplement that chemical process from the outside, so be it. So be it. There are people out there who don't want to do their medications, even something like these the Ozempic and stuff that they have out here nowadays. Okay, if your body is not producing the glycogen or whatever it is, and you can get that from the outside, as long as you're doing this under doctor supervision and you're being safe with it, by all means. If you have a mental health issue, so I have a friend, or an associate who has mental health issues. And I was like, well, how do you feel about having to be on medication for the rest of your life? And he said, there are some Olympic swimmers that can go down to the bottom of the ocean and they can breathe or they can hold their breath for a minute plus. He was like, I'm not one of those people. I would have to use an oxygen tank. And he's like, if we can acknowledge our limitations as human beings with how our lungs process oxygen, why is it that we cannot acknowledge our limitations as human beings with the chemicals that we secrete? And I'm saying this because I love you, and you have to love yourself enough to acknowledge that if there's some medication that you need, you might have to be on that medication for the rest of your life. That's all I'm going to say on that. What would you like to add, Jane?
It just goes to, what I was saying in the beginning. Two things can be true at once. Yeah, he can have some things he's suffering from, but everybody suffering from that doesn't go around and take out the woman who brought him in the world. So it's not an excuse, but I do feel like two things can be true at once. So yeah, he needed to do what he needed to do to take care of himself. And, a grown man with all that money living with his mother instead of living on his own so he could, do his bachelor thing. He's not married. From what I understand, he doesn't have any kids. Why wouldn't he want a little bit of privacy to do his partying to the point where he didn't have to leave Mexico? A lot of it doesn't make sense. And there were some issues. Like I said, his neighbor said the police were called to the house several times in the last couple of months, which was not normal. Why was that? Was he being aggressive towards his mom in the months leading up to this, and she just didn't want to tell on him or press charges or whatever the case is? So many unanswered questions, but it was never looking good from the beginning. We all collectively suspected that he may have done this.
Yeah. Absolutely true. Absolutely. All right, my dear. Well, thank you so much for calling in. Let me check the Apple right here. Colby sends $15 and says, longtime viewer, first time Cash App supporter. Love you. Thank you so much, Colby. I appreciate that. Jane, thank you for your excellent reporting on this. I'm going to jump off. I just wanted to, when I saw that footage, I was like, let me jump on this right away, because I was just happy that there was, verifiable video footage of him being extradited and people being able to see how he was behaving on that plane. Well, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for your excellent reporting. And I guess we will see you on the next video. Thank you, Jane.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what are your thoughts on all of this? What is your self-love lesson from today's video? I gave some clues as to what I would feel the self-love lessons are. However, I'm going to open up the floor for you to say what you feel the self-love lessons are. So let us get this music up and let's get the self-love lessons. So type SLL, and then after SLL, type in the self-love lesson. And while we're waiting for those to come up, I'm going to check the PayPal. I think that this story is tragic because nobody can bring his mother back. No one. She's gone forever. And the thing is that we owe it to ourselves and the community around us to take our medication, do the things that we need to do, that we are protecting ourselves and other people. Oh, Selena is saying he also has a brother that lives here in Chicago. I see him at the tech events. Why couldn't he live with him? I mean, look, we know why. If he was having issues, his mother is the likely candidate to take care of him, or another female family member. But another man is not gonna, how he's less likely to be served by a male family member than a female one. Take care of the mind, body, and soul. Yes, absolutely. I want to see these self-love lessons from the I or my standpoint. Living my life with full intention. Yes. I can relate to this because one of my sons has mental illness, and possibly my oldest. So Wu's sons, the oldest two, who have experienced traumatic experience while in grade school. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on, let's see these self-love lessons. Let's see. What is it from watching this video? Okay, make mental health a priority. Yes. Bring in some more. Stay vigilant and protect myself from anything that can potentially threaten my safety, no matter what, even if it's a friend with mental health issues. Yes, I feel you on that. I feel you. Come on, let's come with these self-love lessons. What from this video have you, because it's all about the teachable moments in this, and I mentioned some of them slightly earlier. Okay. A man wasn't going to put up with that. Maybe he tried and it just wasn't, mothers and their empathy and ever-loving love for their children. So, listen. Come on, let's see these self-love lessons, because I know that you all gathered something about loving yourself from this. Another thing about self-love could be participating in sports activities that are safe and participating in them to the capacity that they are safe. And when they are no longer safe, you have to make a different choice. Check my mental health regularly by doing a mental health quiz So, Marjorie, we're talking from the my standpoint. So, absolutely. And where can a person find a mental health quiz? A bona fide mental health quiz. My safety and sanity is my top priority. Yes, 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 yes. And then also, let me announce that I am doing a tour 2024. And there's a survey for you to submit for you to get on the list for me to come to your city. So, I'm going to put that inside of the, let me log in. I'm going to put that inside of the comments. Let's see, testimonials. I'm doing a call for testimonials, and here it is right here. I'm going to put the link inside of, let's see. Oh, I've gotten 4 responses so far. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. So here, let me get the link for you all. This right here, take this testimonial survey. Take that. I've posted it inside of the comments area, and I'll also post it in the description of this video. Okay, here. Take the survey for meetup. So I'm going to be coming to a city near you next year. I'm actually going to be coming to some cities before this year is over. So make sure you take the survey, make sure you do the testimonials, and the people who submit the video testimonials, oh my goodness, somebody's going to have to get blocked. There we go. Listen, get out of here with that. The people who submit the video testimonials, those are going to be my priority for the cities that I visit. So submit your video testimonial. There's a template in there or questions to answer for you to be able to guide you through your video testimonial. You can upload it onto YouTube, unlisted, and then we shall go from there. All right, so I will tell you my self-love lessons from this video. I appreciate each and every one of you who have stated taking care of my physical and mental health is self-love. Absolutely. And that right there transitions into the self-love lesson that I have taken from today's video. So go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And I will say the self-love lesson to me from today's video is about making sure that the way that I am showing up is not only in my best interest, but also protects the life of those around me so that I'm not acting recklessly and dangerously. So that is my self-love lesson from today's video, because there are times that we can allow ourselves to slip down into a state in which now we're a danger to ourselves or other people. So that's my self-love lesson from today. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for coming out and being a part of today's broadcast. Make sure you follow The Plainest Jane. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Shout out to the admins that keep the chat fresh over here, fresh and clean. So I appreciate all of you for coming out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.